Hello everyone, I'm Jaguar and today I'm making a tier list for all the Vanguard characters in Marvel Rivals for Season 0. It's about to end. This is just to give my thoughts on who I like, who I don't like, who are the best characters, you know what I mean? This is purely based on their kit. Like what do they provide for the team, right? Like this is talking about, oh, what are you doing in your role, right? And I'm mainly going with the idea that Vanguards are frontliners. They get in people's faces, but obviously there's a few exceptions in that case. I'll explain later. But yeah, let's check it out. But before we start shielding people, please do like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. So let's get to it. Let's start with the lowest tier. Here's why I think Captain America is C tier. First of all, his shield's really small compared to all the other shields in the game, primarily Doctor Strange and Magneto, and he's mainly a damage dealer. Like all he does is damage. Like he doesn't really do anything else that well. Like he really is a damage dealer. Boom, right? And then he has the combo where you're sprinting, right? That's basically it. He has his super speed and his fear of sleep. This is knock up, right? Boom, they go up. Great, not too high, not too low, right? I think the biggest thing about his kit that's more nice than the other parts of his kit is his ult, because now he can push people off point. So for whoever goes in his path, they get movement boost and a health boost. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty slow. It's only what, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. That's really long, but you'd want it to stay longer, right? But that's good for entry and for keeping your point, right? And he gets a lot of health, which is, you know, that's always great. How much health does he get? 900. That's all right? So yeah, he kind of just lacks the defensive properties that you'd want. Like the shield's nice and all, but he can't really save anyone from dying other than with the freedom charge. 650 for health is, it's height, right? He does damage. He's good at getting in people's faces, throwing his shield. That's basically it. He's basically C tier compared to the rest of the Vanguard roster. That's how I see it. Next up on the list, I would say Thor is B tier. The reason why Thor is B tier is that he just does damage just a little bit better than Cap, in my opinion. I would say it's more straightforward. Press F, turn on Rune Awakening, and deal damage. That's basically it, right? The hard thing about Thor is that you have to manage his Thor Force, right? He gets health when he does his moves. He can get up to 800 health, I believe, and he has some CC. That's what I like. The crowd control where he pushes people. I do that a lot. I get in people's faces and I do that a lot, right? He has less health than Cap, but he does one move and he's 700 health. He does another move, he's 800 health, right? So there's that sense of you're always gaining that health while you're fighting, which is pretty good. You're gonna have a healer behind you usually, right? And then yeah, the damage is there. And the only thing about Thor that's kind of bad is that he's slow, and you kind of have to use Thor Force to get him around, right? You have to use the Mjolnir charge. I forgot what it's called. The Storm Surge, right? The longer you hold it, the longer it goes, right? But you spend a lot of the time going like that, like woo woo woo, right? His ult is it's good for displacement, like getting people off site, right? It does damage, but the problem about his ult is that it can be cancelled by pretty much everything. Luna Snow's freeze, as well as Penny Parker's web snare, right? So that's the thing you have to be careful about. I think I only prefer Thor just a little bit over Cap, just because I've played Thor more. He gets cool points for being a god of thunder, right? But yeah, I would pick Cap for speed and just a singular damage. But I like this. I like that a lot with Thor. That instant CC of getting people off your healer and stuff like that. That's always useful, right? Okay, next up is the Hulk. I would put him above Thor, and I think it's primarily for the reasons why you would think of him as a tank. What makes Hulk slash Bruce Banner a higher B tier is Bruce Banner is so cool, you know. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about the big green guy, right? He's very chunky. He's got 800 health. He's got shields. He's got indestructible shields that can save your teammates from ults and just from, you know, just that extra lifeline when it comes to sustaining yourself within the game, right? And he's also got an exile, which is really useful for just keeping someone out of a fight for just a bit, right? It's a small stun, but I feel like it does enough, right? And then the traversal with the jump, I forgot what the jump is called. Incredible leap, okay? And obviously this takes a lot of time to get used to, but I think just with the general kit that he has, where you're just coming up to people, smacking them in the face, right? You're not gonna have a hard time with Hulk. It may take some time for you to get used to like the tech stuff and stuff like that, but he's a pretty straightforward character. He's gonna ult, he's gonna get big, he's gonna get 1,550 health, and then he's gonna smack people around, right? He's got that kind of CC, right? Which is what I like. He still has his kit available while he's in Hulk mode. Okay, wait, I wasn't able to get the Hulk smash out. So when you do Hulk smash, you just keep someone out of the fight for a bit. And I think this is more I think you should prioritize DPS always when you're doing this, just because it lets your DPS and healers focus on the tanks and healers, right? So you kind of keep them alive because one, the enemy's damage output is put on hold, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what I like about the Hulk. He's basically just a stone wall, a green stone wall, and he just beats the crap out of people. That's what I like about him. And that's why he's kind of B tier up there. Obviously, if you're a good player with him, I get it, right? But considering like not everyone's going to be able to do everything, but just with the general kit, it's going to be B tier for me, right? Okay. Next up, let's keep rolling. I would say now venturing into A tier, I would say Magneto. Is he high B or low A? High B or low A? I think he's high. He's low A. Here's why Magneto is low A tier. Okay, he's got range. That's always nice on a tank. He's got indestructible shield. That shield will stay up no matter what, but it's only up for barely 2 seconds, I think. Wait, am I holding it correctly? Wait, give me a sec. So you see the bar on the right? That's the how long you can hold it for. You can hold it for quite a while. I would say 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, right? And the cooldown is only 2 to 3 seconds, but it's pretty fast. Like you'll have to wait after the 3 seconds for the bar to go up. So, you know, it's kind of manage yourself, right? The mag cannon is nice, knocks people back. Just be careful about how to aim it and know how to use it, right? So like you're gonna mag cannon and then you're gonna shield someone up so it charges your mag cannon so you can mag cannon again, right? That's basically it, right? Nothing is really that difficult with Magneto. He feels like Sigma in Overwatch 2 apparently. I don't play Overwatch 2 that much, but yeah, it's long range. You have a shield, you can provide shields, you can put a shield on yourself. The bubble shields are pretty long, 12 seconds, but they are really good, right? Mag cannon is your best way to deal damage, I believe. Your left click is solid, you know, no problem there. And it does have headshot recognize, like it crits. His ult is useful AF, right? His ult is useful against your people who are bullet mongrers, right? People who just love giving bullets, right? They're just gonna collect all the bullets and bam, you can just destroy it. The thing about that is that it can be blocked with a lot of things. It can be blocked by Doctor Strange. It can be stopped by Penny Parker's web snare, right? You can also, I think you can interrupt it. You can just kill Magneto, right? like you can also just do that. No, you can't unless you're melee, right? Because all the bullets that will be going his way will go to the spirit bomb, right? It's called what's it called? Meteor M, right? Anything that's in the way, like you see, it's sucking the bullets, and then it kills you. So you kind of don't wanna use your abilities during that, right? Yeah, don't use your primary fire, especially if you're Punisher, especially if you're Star-Lord. You're just giving them free damage, right? You're just giving Magneto free damage. So yeah, I like Magneto because he's quite the lifesaver. Like, oh, keep him alive, right? Like stuff like that. Oh, I got your back. So he's useful in that sense, but he kind of feels like a dumbed down version of Doctor Strange, which we will talk about next. Okay, fine. We can talk about Doctor Strange deck. I would put Doctor Strange high A or high S. I would say low S. Here's why Doctor Strange is an S tier character. Okay, his kit's just incredible. Okay, you can't teleport. Oh wait, here. Teleport's really good. You can flank. You can do whatever you want, right? And the cool part is you can go the other way, and you'll kind of get lost in it, right? You can jump in and out, right? And then when you're here, jump through there. But we jump through the other way in reality, right? Just some cool stuff about Doctor Strange. That's what I like. Cooldown's pretty long, so use it sparingly. When he's doing damage, his damage is a triple hit, I believe, right? Something like that. And then you can build his meter, and then he gets a really nasty bang. His explosion thing, good for fighting off melee DPS, and that's basically it for his kit, to be honest. And this big humongous shield is beautiful, right? It's 800 health and it's called the Shield of the Seraphim, right? This will block anything that's in its way, right? No problem there, right? And yeah, that's basically it. This is his most useful thing. He can block ults. He's gonna go up and then just block it, right? Like Hela ult, Magneto, Iron Man, whatever it may be, he will block it. There's no cooldown for this. This is basically like Cap's shield, but with 800 health, and it's humongous. That's basically it, right? Like you can just spam this all day long, right? But if it breaks, I do believe it's quite a while for it to come back. Wait, let's see what happens. So yeah, 3 seconds for it to come back, but it won't be full health. It's at 800, 208, and then you kind of just have to wait for it to come back, right? It just heals as it goes. Eye of Agamotto is pretty wild. You just jump in, boom, right? It's pretty massive. I was here, it hit this guy, right? Someone can stun you out of it, but it's pretty hard to do. I'll be honest. You just have to time it properly. You've got portals that you can use. You can fly up in the air and do it, right? Or you fly up in the air and then drop down as you do it. So right when you land, that's when people get stunned. It's pretty good, right? His kit's overall a solid tank. Like he can be like, hey guys, come on, let's go. Just have a Punisher right behind you, just blocking all that damage. And then when someone gets a bit too close, you go like that, right? And then he also has a whip if you're into that. Boom, boom. That's it, right? I think you can get a gist of how easy he can actually play. Just not a lot of people play him, in the sense that he's not that active, right? He's just playing around. He's just like, oh, okay, and then back up. Like, he's not running in, diving, right? That's the only thing I think is the downside, is that his personal movement is pretty all right. Like, yes, he can go in the air and then he can start hitting people, right? He can do that. That's pretty cool. I enjoy that. People are gonna try and hit you from above and stuff like that. Like, you can just divert a lot of attention. And especially with the portal, it's just one of a kind in this game. Similar to Magic's Limbo Dash, right? It's just S tier, right? Next up, I would say is Venom. Venom, I would put. I actually play Venom a lot. Here's why Venom is A tier for me. Okay, the thing about Venom, he doesn't do anything really for the team. You're just going in and doing this, boom, boom. That's it. And then you keep your buddies alive, right? You're basically disrupting that backline, making people slow, getting people's attention, and then, oh no, I'm low health, right? I'm losing health. You can get down to 10 health, and then E, you have a second life bar. Like, that's it. It'll always be around 800, 900, I believe. And you can sustain a lot of damage. That's what I like. This little thing where it grabs everyone, it slows them down, does a little bit of damage. That's pretty solid, right? The weakest thing about Venom is his lackluster ult. Oh, by the way, with his, it looks like it's melee, but it's actually ranged. You can get pretty far, and then it's gonna hit pretty deadly, right? It's like it's a quartet of tentacle pokes, right? Try and get the head as much. It will kill, right? So back to his ult. His ult's pretty meh. It's just this, and it launches people up, right? That's basically it. It's not really useful. It gives you your health back, which is nice, but that's just it, right? Your health is back to 800, whatever it may be. You can get up to 1130. That's it, right? He has the same kind of threatening demeanor as any kind of dive tank, which is like Captain America, Hulk, I believe. And I just like him because the movement is there. The movement's pretty top tier. Like you dive in, grab people. Oh, I'm low health. Oh no, they're getting me down to 100 health. I'm just gonna hit this and then swing out because I can do that. And his swing is only 7 seconds long, so you can just go in and out, in and out, in and out. I love burgers, right? That's it, right? And that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much solid. He just doesn't have any defensive capabilities. There's no shields. There's nothing that really gets in the way. He can just body block, like, hey, I'm in your face. I'm in your face. You can't see anything. I'm in your face. Right? That's it. But I truly love him as a character. Like, he's one of my favorite tanks to play. Just because he's active, you can do a lot with him in terms of just getting in people's way. Yeah, but the ult is just, like, you wish he had a better ult. Okay, moving on to our last two. Okay. Let's leave the best for last. So let's go with PENI Parker. I main PENI as well as Venom. So like I just like the Spider-Man tanks a lot. Here's why PENI is actually S tier for me. The thing about PENI is that she has an unlead clip. She does a lot of damage. She puts down a mine and kills someone, right? That's the gameplay, right? Pretty much that's basically it. You're just putting mines down, catching people off guard with your damage output. I've gotten like pentakills with this character, right? You're just gonna be doing this. It kind of goes against what a tank Vanguard is, because you're not really getting in the front line too much. You're not gonna be blocking people out. You don't have a shield. The thing that you do have is that you can heal yourself, right? When you stand in the web, you get movement and you heal. And once you're past 650, it gives you bonus health. So you get 150 bonus health, right? That's pretty stellar. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we don't have a healer? No problem. I'm just gonna heal myself. And her spider nest is just one of a kind. You deny a lot of space. You're just putting down mines wherever you are, right? And then you can make like the choo-choo train of spider webs to kill someone. So you put one there, and then okay, obviously I'm not doing it right now, but you get my point. Is that if you're able to make a line from one area to another, you're just leading these mines to them, right? And her ult's pretty gnarly, basically expands her thing. So now you can see all those mines running it, right? See there, boom, 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 right? That's what you can do with her, right? She dishes out damage a lot, and I like that about her. And we haven't even talked about her snare. Her snare is super useful. This, you get it back in 3 seconds. So you can basically just annoy the heck out of someone. Just go like that. Boom. Next one. Who's next? Boom. You're locked up. You're locked up. Someone's trying to dive your team. Boom. Put that on the Venom, right? He's not going to be able to heal himself, right? She's just that kind of tank. And that's what I like about her. She's not gonna be all up in people's face. She's gonna play it strategically. She's gonna be like, here, okay, yeah. Boom. We got him down. Kill him, right? That's it. So yeah, that's why I think she's S tier. She's just a great character overall, right? And you won't have the same experience with any other character. That's what I like. You're not gonna have someone who's putting down mines. You know, she feels very much like the characters who put down things. So Namor, as well as Loki, though she kind of feels like a strategist at times. You know, she can heal herself, she can do things for people, right? That's what I like about her. you give your team the advantage with what she's got. Like, this entire thing has been here. It does not expire. And then you can just take it back and then place it somewhere else, right? That's basically the magic of Penny Parker. And that's why I consider her to be one of the best tanks, Vanguards, in Marvel Rivals. Okay, last but not least, here's the reason why Groot is S tier. Okay, he deals a lot of damage, right? He gets in people's faces, and he builds walls. That's the biggest thing, especially when playing domination, like playing capture the point. Look, it's smacking the crap out of these things. Okay, not this one, but you get what I'm saying. Here, look. It's slapping them, right? And that's the thing, you can just build more of these walls, right? And they're gonna kill for you, right? That's the thing I like about Groot, is that he, similar to Penny, he denies space in a different way by actually putting up walls, right? You're locking people in. You're cornering them out of the safety of getting out of the situation. Like, oh, they're gonna dive in. Now you can't get out, right? And then he has a spore bomb, does solid damage, a lot of splash damage, and his ult is the cream of the crop. Boom. And then it's still gonna smack people while he's doing that. Wait, you see, you hear that? It has a ticking thing about it. Wait. Insane. He does so much damage, and he has a lot of health. He has 1,100 health if his, what's that called? His Ironwood wall is up, right? And what makes Groot stand out is that he works well with supports. So he works well with Rocket, he works well with Jeff. Oh, and you're basically just frontlining for everyone. No one's gonna be able to kill you with a Jeff on your shoulders, especially if you're putting up walls well, where you deny a lot of vision, where you're just like, you're on site and you're just like this, right? Like, someone's gonna be trying to peek over the wall over here, like over there, right? You're just here, right? You're just bam, 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 right? And then if you want to move your walls, be my guest. And that's basically it. He's so simple. There's nothing really else you need to study about him. It's just a pretty easy character to learn, you know. Boom. It doesn't kill, but you know, if we had those walls up, it would. So yeah, I think when it comes down to it, it's just an easy character to learn, and he has a knock-up melee, right? That's pretty cool. Like, he just has a lot in his kit that is easy to learn, easy to understand. It's enough to make you a good Vanguard, because it's hard to tank. Like, let's be honest. Like, you try frontlining for someone that you don't know, right? Like, it's like, okay, when do I get out? But with these kinds of characters, it's just like you kind of get confident with, like, okay, if someone comes to me, I can hit them with these, you know, right? I can put a wall, like, ooh, now you're trapped in here with me, right? So yeah, that's where I see Groot at, right? He's like super useful. His ult is insane. It pulls people in, lets you set up for other things. You can get a team wipe with that, right? Oh, boom, boom. I just got a triple, right? With Groot, right? So it's those kinds of things that you have to consider. Is that, how can I actually help my team, right? How can I set up for them? That's how you do it, right? So yeah. So there you have it. That's my tier list for now. It's obviously season 0. This might change. We're gonna get 2 new Vanguards, I believe, in Mr. Fantastic and the Thing. So we'll see how this changes. But so far, the Vanguard experience in Marvel Rivals has been good. I enjoy it a lot. I still think that DPS is the worst role, just because it's such a easy role to do, but it's so hard to find people who can do it well, right? Even I don't do it well sometimes. So that's where I'm coming from, right? But yeah, so here we have Groot, Penny Parker, Doctor Strange. These are S tier by far, I do believe. Like, A, Magneto, man, Magneto, I would honestly put in S, but I just don't think he's able to do a lot of the things that those characters can do, right? Which is like the synergies. I don't really see any synergy coming from Magneto, except that he gets the sword, which makes him an even more damage heavy character, and I think that's good for him. But I just think there's not really much he can do that Doctor Strange can't do, right? He doesn't have a stun. He doesn't have really anything. He has a knockback that you have to aim really well, right? But yeah, I think this is pretty solid. C for Captain America, yeah. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Comment down below what you think about this tier list. Is it valid? Is it valid? I've only been playing for a while. I'm only in plat. I'm not crazy good at the game yet, but this is just my experience, how I feel about it. Obviously people can have different opinions about it, but yeah, please like and subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. Jaguar out.